Hey guys, what's going on? Oh man, I know I haven't been on here in so long. When I tell you I've been on here a long time, it's been a while. So last year, I remember, I posted a video of me losing my job. That was in January last year. I've been struggling kind of since, but God been there with me. I really appreciate it. But then, some things came up with my son having cancer all last year. Find a job after I got laid off after like what 4 months. 4 months. Then find that job. That job let me go because of course everything was slow. Then find another one. Got a 1 year contract. My contract just ended last month in May. We the end of June right now, and now I'm looking for another job. Just got here to the interview. I'm hoping I get this one. I'm praying that I do get this job, but it's a little further. It's about 30 minutes away from where I live. But hey, you have to do what you got to do. You have a family. You got a wife. You got family. You got to take care of it, man. Especially if you're a man, you got to take care of your family. So my wife is not really working right now. She's not working at all. But I said not really because she's might be finding a job soon too. But it's just been kind of tough for us all last year. And again, like I said, God, got my back. He got our back, and then I really appreciate everything God been doing for us. But my son finally got cured of cancer in April. Thanks God for that. He was battling it for a whole year. But I got a story to tell you guys, and I will be posting this story later on. Hopefully later on this week. Later this week. I'm hoping I can. But I want to say thank you guys for all the support and the love and everything, guys. It's been tough. I still need you guys' prayers and all. So I'm going into this interview. I'll be back and let you guys know what happened, and hopefully I get it. So I'm dressed up. I ain't wear a tie, but got my resume ready, shirt ready, and I'll let you guys know how it went. Thank you so much, guys. Hey guys, what's going on? I forgot to make a video about the interview after I left. I had to rush to go pick up my son from school, so now I'm here in my car again. So the interview went by pretty good. It went well, I have to say. I'm hoping I do get the job. The good thing, one of my ex-coworker that we both was let go at the same time, same day, was there too. He works there. He told me about the job because he sent me the brochure, and I was happy he did send it to me. It's a little drive. The drive is about like 30-minute drive, 35 minutes. But I used to do an hour going to the other job before that. Me and him worked before, so it is what it is. I'm happy if it's a little closer. So this what happened, right? So, sorry, I hesitated right there. So after we got laid off on the 27th of January, I can never forget that day. And I remember everything they said that day. I still remember that like it was yesterday. So anyway, we let go. I was out of work for about 3 months, I think, or 4 maybe. I found a job for like a month. I worked for a month, and that was it. Left that one. They let me go. In a way, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know why. But the next job I found, thanks God to my wife's sister, she was able to get me in. But it was a contract job. I was working for insurance. It was okay. I was home. It was remotely. Sometimes it was stressful because I was home, with the kids and my wife. My wife not working, so that kind of made things a little hard because it was home. And I never knew a remote job was like kind of crazy. Because even when you're home, you get up how you want. You go brush your teeth, whatever you had on, you still could have it on. While you working on the desk, you eating chips, you eating whatever you want to eat. I was gaining some weight, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gaining weight. My wife even noticed it too, but it's crazy. I'm not even the kind of person that gain weight that quick, but doing a home job, I was working, and I was gaining weight. So, long story short, that contract ended in May because I had it from May last year to this May. She told me that, that by May it will end, and I kind of was being lazy. I was being lazy. I'm not even gonna lie. About going back to school and finding another job. I didn't do it. I did sometime. I was on Indeed and all other websites, but I didn't take advantage of that and kind of stopped, and I was comfortable. Sometimes being comfortable where you at with somewhere that you don't really want to be at for so long, it's bad. You know, it's a horrible thing. And then I learned my lesson this time, not to try to make myself so comfortable at a job that I don't want to be for more than a year or 2 years. I would have done. I would have done another year. The pay was bad. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm happy that she was able to give me this job. You know, I was making more at my first job, and then found this one and made like an extra $8 less. You know, it was about $8 or $9 less, and you know, it didn't do me justice, no justice. But hey, bills were still getting paid. You know, mortgage was. That's another story. Um, yeah. So now, like I said, I went to the interview today. It went by good, and my friend is a rep. You know, he's already a supervisor, but in that department he in, they're not hiring nobody, so they're hiring in a different department where he is. So him helping me out can help me get this job. You know, land this job. He just, you know, he already put in a good word for me, so that's why they was able to get me in to do the interview. So he sent me this brochure. I'm not gonna lie to you. He sent me this brochure last week, Wednesday. I didn't get into it till like Friday, right? And then talking to the manager for the Disney position show, she was happy to hear from me. And then told her, you know, my friend worked there, my ex-friend worked there, and she was happy to hear that too, because he can put in good, you know, put in a good word for me. So drove up there. It was like about 30 minute drive, 30 minute drive. And of course, living in Florida, guys, living in Florida, driving on I-95 here. The turnpike is like that too, but what I see today on I-95, I really don't see it a lot on the turnpike. These people can drive so crazy down here. And it's not even a race thing. It's not black, white, Spanish. It's everybody. You name it. They all drive the same way. I almost seen like 3 accidents in 30 minutes. Before I got on, like right, I'm getting on the ramp, one, they chased, I don't know, they were chasing each other, but it was on and out of traffic. The crazy thing, it was a cop right there on the side. I don't know what he was doing on the side of the road. He didn't even pull chase or nothing. He probably was tired, I don't know. And then the second one was a van and a small car, like a 2-door car. I don't know, they going and looking at you, cursing at each other and stuff like that. I'm going, you guys are going like 60 miles per hour and y'all doing this. Lucky there's 4 lanes, so I slowed down, went to the left lane, let them do their thing on the right so I could just pass them quick. So I had to take off quick in order for me to pass them. But the people down here drive crazy. Freaking ridiculous, man. But anyway, so I got there, GPS told me to make a right, and these complexes were just buildings, and I kind of got lost, which is crazy. But he called me. I texted him, say, hey, I'm here. He came out and said, hey, where are you? So I went, you know, to the location he was at, where he told me he was at. So I seen him. I'm like, oh shoot, what's up, man? And I ain't seen him in a long time. Been a year and a half, you know, since I seen you, bro, man. So he would tell me where I had to go. So I went up there. Me and the lady was going at it, you know, talking, you know, and she kind of liked what I was saying. Another thing, guys, when you're in an interview, please ask questions. Don't go in there saying, I did this and that. Ask them question, not no regular soft question like, how long this company been here? Like, what you got? I mean, what else do you guys do here? Like, they have all the information for you already. Because she sent me all the information, so I didn't need to ask her that. But yeah, ask them about your pay. Ask them how can you prove yourself in this location? What other positions are they offering? How long is, you know, because most of them, you know, when you under that 3 months probation thing, some places it's longer than that. Some places like 4 or 5 months. I didn't even know that. I thought it was always 3 months. I always had a job and it's always been 3 months. You know, go on and ask questions. Don't be shy. People, you guys are shy, man. It's hard to get a job nowadays. You have to be open. You got to be firm. This is what you want, how much you want to get paid. Because it's crazy. It's a 3-month probation. After the probation done, you get a raise, which is awesome. I like that idea. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't pay the same amount when I was working before. Like I said, I was doing IT, but this is similar to IT. And not a lot of these companies are, you know, switching over to AI, and they're making it more harder for a lot of people that work in IT trying to get a job, or for even people that work you know, and like a regular job, you know, because IT's taking over. Like you got all these computers and things, robots. It's just crazy because they have two robots there, and I'm looking at them. I'm over here looking at them like, what these things are doing? It almost remind me of the Amazon robots I be hearing that they have. But these people have these robots going in different rooms. I was like, wow. Picking up stuff, going to the next room, picking up stuff. It just I don't know if they putting them on a tray. And I'm not sure because they had hands. So, and like, I'm not sure if it's like had arms. I'm not sure if it's picking up what they need and just go to the next room. But that's very good. That's awesome. That's very awesome. But yeah, I'm praying to God that I do land this job, and you know, she told me she'll hear from me. If you don't hear from us, that means you know we went with somebody else. But if you do, it definitely will be next week. So I got a chance to learn a lot about the company too, because she was talking. Cause we was in there for I think I was there for like 30 minutes, about 30 minutes, because I was asking questions. It almost seemed like they were trying to interview a little early, and I was like, no, I got some questions to ask. So when she asked that, I didn't even let her speak. I already had my questions ready, had my folder ready, writing, and you know, and asking her questions. So whatever she was saying back, I was writing down. So like I said, it was good. I'm praying to God that I do get it. It's better than no job, right? Right now, I haven't been working for a month, so it's not easy. Sometimes you're willing to do anything sometime, you know, to get something. But my main goal is try to open my own business. And that's what me and my wife is doing right now, working. And I don't want to say what it is because right now it's something that I haven't seen really yet. But that's what we're working. That's what we're working on right now, and try to get my own business. I am kind of tired of working for people because you don't never know when you're gonna get laid off or get fired. You know, you could be late one time and they let you go. Not to say you should always be, not to say you should be late, but sometimes things happen. You know, just living here in Florida, the people drive crazy. You know, they get in an accident. And my coworker, he lived deep down South Florida, so he has to take the train up, and that's even crazy to me because it might be cheaper on gas because you only pay $100 a month, which that's way cheaper on gas. Because we spending more than that, you know, but now. Just staying, just here, still filing applications online, and you know, and still throwing my resume out there. Hopefully, somebody else pick it up, and I'll be good to go. All right, guys. You know what? If you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. I'm here, here to support you guys. Just let me know. Like I said, I haven't been on in a while. I'm trying my best to get back on here because there's a lot of help that people really need some help, and I'm willing to try to help people. And that's the kind of person I am. I love helping because it's just me. I was born like that. It seemed like it, and my mom is like that too, always helping somebody. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate everything you guys do for me. Peace out. Keep the prayers up, guys. Peace out.